Good morning. Welcome to Boca Raton Christian School. We are so glad you are here today. I want to thank Carlos Leon. He is a junior here at Boca Christian for playing on the piano. He did an excellent job, didn't he? Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. I am so glad that you're here on this warm, blustery day in November. This time of year, either we're sweating every day or we're starting to cool off a little bit, right? It's a good time to be in South Florida. My name is Liz Petroselli. I am the Director of Admissions here at Boca Raton Christian School. I have been here for 29 years, celebrating 29 years this year. I raised two of my three children here. My middle child has Down syndrome, so she went through the public school and had a fabulous experience, so I'm well versed in both. But I know as you gather here, you are contemplating where to educate your children. And if you are looking for a school with a biblical worldview that has an academic excellence to it and a college preparatory, academically rigorous school, then you've landed in the right place. We hope as you spend these next few moments touring our schools that you see that Jesus is here, that we love and serve him, and that we are developing Christian leaders for tomorrow. Can we just take a moment and pray? Father God, I just thank you so much for each family that is represented here. I pray, Father, that you would lead and guide them, and that if Boca Christian is to be their home, that you would make it clear and evident today and in the future days to come. We thank you so much for so many children here to observe and look around, and I just pray that if they're supposed to be here, that you would open the doors for them to be here. We thank you so much for all the blessings. We thank you for this country that we live in and the freedom that we have to be able to serve you and to be able to worship you anytime that we want, and we do not take that for granted. I thank you that you would make these next few moments profitable, and for everyone who is going to speak, that you would be with them. Lead and guide us, we ask in your name. Amen. All right, so just so you know, applications do open tomorrow, November 14th. Just a couple of housekeeping things. If you want early decision, our decision day is February 12th for 1st to 12th grade, and we're trying to do it a little earlier on the 24th of January for K3 to K5. So if you want, the application deadline for that is December 1st if you want to be a part of that early decision. So you open up applications tomorrow, you're going to get all your things in, but it gives you time to get through your interview process and through testing and the steps you need to take to become a Blazer. So with that in mind, here is our head of school, Mr. Len Visser.
Well, good morning, everyone. I bring this up here not because I don't remember my thing. It's so that you see all the great, wonderful things. Boca Christian. No, actually, I do have notes on here. But I am super excited that you have chosen to look at Boca Christian. A little biased, maybe. Yes, I could possibly be a little bit of bias here. But I do believe that this is the best school around. And I did choose to send all four of my children here. My two girls attended Boca Christian, and one, her husband actually just walked in, so that's kind of exciting. I got my little grandson as a possibility coming in here as a 3-year-old, and I know he's going to be here shortly. But that would be Danielle, and then my other daughter, Lauren, who graduated quite a while ago and actually just got married recently. So both of the girls are married off, and I now have two more sons left. One of them happened to graduate last year from Boca Christian, and now he's at Florida Gulf Coast. Super excited that he is majoring in exercise science. And the other one that's still attending would be my senior, Ryan. And every day his plan changes of what he's going to do, and that's a good thing. Eventually he'll figure that out. I think right now he's going to Spain for 6 months, and then he's going to go and wherever he's going to go. But he has to get accepted into college before he flies off to Spain. And then we'll let him do that. But with that being said, a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good options, and I'm excited to see how the Lord is going to use him. Why did I have my kids come to Boca Christian? Why are my children here? Well, it was obvious for me. I wanted them to have a Christian education, first and foremost. That was number one. But I also wanted them to be in an academically strong school, and that just made sense to me. So with that, the other cool thing about Boca Christian is there's a ton of opportunities here that my children might not have otherwise had. So I have a couple of stories. Stories are always good because you kind of understand. My first story is about Michael, who is the one now at Florida Gulf Coast. A very interesting story, great story. I won't go too long with it, but we have chapels after our students go off on missions. So his missions trip when he was a junior was to go off to New York, and he came back, and I asked him how it went, and he's a 17-year-old kid. Good. It's good. Everything was good. All right, when am I going to hear a little bit more about this? Oh, I'm excited about chapel. I'm going to hear a little bit more about what actually happened there. And so I'm sitting up there, and one of his friends is up there and talking about how lives were changed. And he starts talking, and then he says, and Michael came to know the Lord. Michael came to know the Lord? There's only one Michael in their class. That's my son. What do you mean Michael came to know the Lord? And I was just like, just started bawling, not gonna lie. I mean, that is the most important thing in my life, that my children come to know the Lord. And when he came to know the Lord, I was sitting there bawling, and then all of a sudden I felt this hand on my shoulder, and somebody sitting down beside me. And I looked over, and it was my son, and I said, is it real? He goes, yeah, Dad, it's real. Whew. Again, I mean, it was emotional. People thought there was something wrong with me as I was walking out. I had to get out of the chapel. I couldn't actually handle it. So that in itself sums it up so much for me about the Christian faith, the biblical worldview, what we have here, and our missions trips are amazing. You're going to hear more about them. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes it happens quietly. And in fact, my son Ryan, his story was he was in 7th grade at Spiritual Emphasis here. We have a Spiritual Emphasis week where we have our middle school, coming to know, getting together. It's just an amazing thing. I mean, if they talk about anything, they talk about how their classes just get stronger through these Spiritual Emphasis. And he just quietly to himself, sitting in a chair, just prayed to the Lord to accept him, and he asked for forgiveness of his sins, and praise God, he came to know the Lord. But that was a quiet way. So they're not all big, huge stories, but they're all great stories. And so excited. Spiritual side, so important to me for Boca Christian, but there is the academic side. And you guys have been given information, and you can look at things that have been handed out. You're going to hear about things on the tour and find out just what we do offer here at Boca Christian. But I just wanted to tell one more quick story, and this is a story. We have City Lead here, where we have a bunch of people coming here from all over the community, and it's an amazing thing. And we have Pastor Bill Mitchell up here, and he speaks to them. And I have a table for Boca Christian, and we were sitting there with some of our parents, and I thought, this might be a good question to ask the question, or a good time to ask the question. I said to him, what's our secret sauce? What makes us different here? And it was so crazy and wild. They wrote it down, and because I didn't want them to hear the other one say, oh, yeah, I agree with that person. They wrote it down, and almost every one of them had the same thoughts. They said we're great academically. We're passionate about educating children. The teachers are amazing and caring. We offer great programs. But the thing that they all love so much about this school as well is that it's a Christian family culture with big school opportunities. And I was like, wow, you just nailed it. You just brought it all together. That's really what it is. So if you're looking for an amazing school to prepare your child for jobs that haven't even been created yet, to be able to think critically and impact the world for Christ, you've come to the right place. We will take care of your children. Thank you.
We've been at Boca Christian since 2010, and over the last 14 years, it has been absolutely unbelievable to see the growth. I remember when we were, I think, at about 400, barely 500 students, and to see us grow to over 750 has been amazing. But what's even more amazing to me is that we haven't lost the sense of family. We still have that small school feel that is very unique. My husband recently had a heart transplant. And the amount of love and prayers that I felt from the school family, I can't even put into words. And 3 months later, people are still coming up to me, people I don't even know, and are telling me that they prayed for my family and for my husband. And that blows me away. And that's, to me, what Boca Christian is all about. Another thing I love about Boca Christian is that even though we're a small school, we offer large school opportunities. My daughter graduated 2 years ago as valedictorian. She got a full scholarship to University of Alabama, and she got about $1 million in scholarship offers. She was accepted to 17 schools. She had the world at her feet, and that was because of the classes and the opportunities that she had here. She played a sport. She was in leadership, student council. She had dual enrollment, AP classes. She went into college as a sophomore. We have all the opportunities here of the larger schools, but we have the Christian Foundation, we have the small family feel, we have the teachers that really care. She still has teachers that text her 2 years later to ask her how she's doing in college, and that's why we've chosen to keep our son here for high school. We saw how equipped our daughter was to enter university life. She's defended her faith there because of what she's learned here, which has been amazing to see. As my son starts his high school journey, I'm so excited because I know Boca Christian has so many great things in store. I know there's more courses being offered. We have more technology. Every year we're getting better. And I've been here 14 years and I can attest to that. So I'm really excited for the future of Boca Christian.
All right, so you've heard some great things so far. Next, we are going to hear from one of our very own students. She is a senior here at Boca Raton Christian School. Her name is Delaney Cronin. Come on up.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Delaney, and I'm a senior here at Boca Christian. I first came here in my sophomore year from another Christian school. In my experience, Boca Christian is more than just my school. It's helped me develop as a person spiritually and academically. The community here is more than I ever expected. I've participated in many of the opportunities here, including track, cross country, basketball, the musical, and probably way more. This year I'm continuing to play basketball and work in my classes to maintain A's. I skipped a line. And work in the play. Boca Christian has also helped push me academically, growing my work ethic to maintain A's in my classes and helping me to become a National Merit Scholar semifinalist. During my high school career, I've been pushed to succeed through AP and dual enrollment classes, which help to prepare us each for college. Though school is important, of course, there is more to the experience than just classes. Each teacher and staff member here genuinely cares about us as people. They see past our grades and actually value each student as a person. They care about our success in their class, our relationships with God and with others. They care to hear about what's good in our lives or if there's something wrong. Many teachers choose to support us through prayer. I've grown to have relationships with some of the teachers and staff more than I possibly could have expected from other schools. One of the best things about Boca Christian is the community. Being such a small school, everyone knows everyone, and to some people that might seem difficult, but it really draws everyone closer. Whether at Winterfest or homecoming or any other regular day, there's just a sense that you're cared about. I can talk to anyone in my class or any of the other classes and never feel like another number or unknown face. My entire favorite part about the school is the class mission trips. Going on my first mission trip in 10th grade really cemented that this is the place where I want to be. Whether in Tennessee, Syracuse, or Costa Rica next March, each trip brings the class closer together and to the Lord. Some of my most memorable experiences in high school have had They're some of my most memorable experiences in high school and have had a significant impact on my relationship with God. Praying over each other and leaving little notes for each other throughout the week really gives a sense of family. This sense of family carries over into the rest of the year, especially in events like Winterfest. With each class competing in various ways like dress-up days and games, and the Winterfest Ball, which we won, by the way, the seniors, this week draws everyone close together. Winterfest and Homecoming Week are some of the most fun parts of the year. Boca Christian does more than prepare you for college. It prepares you for life. It helps you build both your character and your faith, as well as giving you friendships and bonds, which I believe I'll keep for life. One of my best decisions for high school was switching to Boca Christian, and I hope you'll consider joining us. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Isabel Shiver, and this is our Shine group. We are an elite vocalist group of our school. We're going to be performing something called My Country 'Tis of Thee. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. And where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's bride, from every mountainside, let freedom reign.
Suppose our civilization were destroyed and our cities laid completely in waste.
Suppose in 20,000 years, an archaeologist from another society were poking around the ruins of your city. If he could dig up just one penny, he would know this about us.
The coin is made of a blend of metals, and that would tell him that we were scientists who knew the science of metallurgy. From the shape of the coin, a perfect circle, he'd know that we understood geometry.
The date on the face of the coin would show him that we understood arithmetic and that we had a calendar. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln would mark us as artists who had an advanced culture.
The words United States would tell him that we are a federated group of local communities bound together by a central government. The phrase e pluribus unum would tell him that we were scholars who knew foreign languages.
The word liberty, right on the face of the penny, would let the archaeologists know that our country sought to guarantee freedom for every man, everywhere. And finally, that phrase, "In God we trust," it would tell him we had a moral law. It would let him know that we had grown strong and mighty under God's great hand.
And then, considering the penny, he would wonder, why did we ever go astray?
Our fathers, God, to thee, author of liberty, of thee we sing.
Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God, our
Good morning. My name is Christy Wheeler, and I'm the registrar here. And again, we are so glad that you've chosen to spend some time this morning getting to know us here at Boca Christian. I've been a part of this school for over 25 years now. This is where I raised my family. They're gone and graduated and off to other things, but I am still privileged to be a part of Boca Christian. I wanted to have you take a moment and look in the packet you were given on the way in this morning. On the right-hand side of the packet is our view book. It'll help give you a sense of who we are at Boca Christian. And on the left side of the packet, you'll see our profiles for elementary and for high school and middle school as well, the elementary and middle school profile. This will be a lot of the information about the programs we run and how our students are doing. So I encourage you, when you get home, take a look at that, go through it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Now I would like to talk about the card in the front. This is to help you if you decide to go ahead and apply. Remember, applications open tomorrow. We have a list of items that you're going to need to be prepared on the back. So some things that we're going to be looking for that you'll be uploading in your child's application. So this is just there as a tool to help you. Be sure you've got everything you need. And then if you have any questions, please do reach out to us. You've got Mrs. Petroselli's card in the front as well as mine. You can reach out either by phone or by email. We'll be happy to get back to you. Okay? Thank you guys again for being here, and I'll turn it back over to Mrs. Petroselli so she can dismiss us for our tours.
All right, are you ready to go see our school? Here we go. All right, if my tour guides could please come up. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and dismiss high school first. If you have multiple children, I want you to start high and go low, unless you have a preschooler and then want to see first grade. So do preschool first, high school first, and then just let your tour guide know. We'll circle back and get you to that next section so you can see all the spots for your kids, okay? So first we have Mr. Smith. He's our assistant head of school and high school principal. And he is going to be accompanied by Miss Paula Rossi, and she is the high school supervisor. So if you are in high school, you can go ahead and come right over here and follow them. Next, we'll dismiss middle school. We have Mr. Clint Erickson. He is our middle school principal, and Miss Janelle Rhodes. She is our middle school assistant principal and science teacher. So they're going to head to the back of the room. Next, I'm going to dismiss K3 and K4. That is Miss Christy Wheeler, who you just met, the registrar, and Miss Elisa Hazelwood. She's our admissions counselor. You can follow them. Next, we're going to do Miss Robin Smith. She's kindergarten. She is our lower school principal and taught kindergarten for years and years, 19 years. All right, then our 3rd to 5th grade families, Miss Louisa Goundry. She is our Dean of Curriculum and Instruction. You can meet her right up here front, and she will take you out. And 1st and 2nd grade families, Miss Ruth Leone, another admissions counselor, is going to meet you for 1st or 2nd grade. Have a wonderful day.